welcome. Testing. Hello. Welcome to the Charlotte Otremba Show. My name is Charlotte Otremba. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is well into December, and gosh, what date is it? Yeah, so this will be out December 14th, which is nuts. And wow, I mean, what a holiday season. So many twists and turns. We've had the highs of the vaccine, the lows of another spike, many cancellations, uncertainties about travel plans. But, I hope that if you're listening, that you are safe and that your family is safe or handling this in the best way that they can. And my heart goes out to you if it's been difficult for you. So anyway, I have a little friend here, for those of you watching, my little elf friend, or he's almost like a gnome. He's like a little Christmas gnome. So that's fun. We're halfway through the month of December, so we're like, 10, 11 days away from Christmas, and it's the 4th or 5th night of Hanukkah. Whew, just cruising through December. Got my green shirt on. One very big high from December is Taylor Swift freaking swooping in and saving 2020. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? T Swift drops another album, and it's a follow-up to Folklore, and it's called Evermore. And dare I say Evermore is Folklore 2.0? It's even better? Is it possible? I think it is. I'm loving it. I just really admire, one, how hard she clearly works, and two, how she just knows to lift us up from the depths of despair with some songs that we can either cry our eyes out to, because I definitely cried to one of them, don't worry about it, and or listen on repeat because it's like entertaining, like No Body, No Crime, which is about a murder, which everybody wants to listen to. What is wrong with me? It's such a catchy tune. No Body, No Crime. You play it on repeat. I also love Champagne Problems. The one that made me cry was the one about her grandma, obviously. And then there's another catchy one, and the name is not coming to me at this time, but God, just love her. Love her. Her brother went to Vanderbilt for a year while I was there. And I doubt he's listening, but he was like friends with a couple of my friends, so I did like hang out with him a few times. He actually came to my like shared dorm. We had like a double with a shared bathroom, so he came over to that, like our dorm room for a pregame. Oh, the days of pregames. Who am I kidding? I'm still pre-gaming. I just call it cocktails before dinner now. Anyway. So for the holidays, I think probably the next time I record, I'll be recording one more time before I leave, but for the holidays, I'm going down to Florida, which is where my parents live now. And they have this gorgeous house on the water, which makes it really nice, and a pool, so it'll be great to just kind of get some sun and relax. And my brother and his fiance will be down there as well, and it'll be much more intimate. And then my grandma lives down there now, so it'll be a pretty intimate holiday, no extended family of any kind, but I think in a way it'll make it really nice, kind of how Thanksgiving was. It'll make it a little more intimate. Boy, do I need some sun and sea. Whew! My skin is like leather, but not like a nice, consistent, leathery surface across the whole face. No, it's like patches of leather. Actually, I wonder, you could probably see it on camera. I tried to like cover it up, but like I'm getting this great new addition this season has been this like basically eczema, super itchy, dry, leathery skin on my neck. And I'll wake up in the morning just like scratching furiously at my neck. Like it's so itchy. I feel like a crazy person. And then I have these great patches like right near my eye kinda and under my nose. Just so attractive, you know? Especially when you live with your partner and they just really get to see you at that pale red, flaky finest in the morning. Love it. I've now taken to, I wash my face and then just like slather jojoba oil? Jojoba? Wait, what's the oil? You know, I got it at Trader Joe's. It is not like some super fancy skincare. Jojoba oil? Jojoba oil. Am I saying this right? Jojoba oil. I almost don't even want to read. This is probably going to be like, no, don't use this. Oh no, I'm seeing a lot of stars. Okay, well, whatever. I like slather that on and then I put on some like night cream. But I've also been using retin oil, whatever. Retin, you know, for your skin. Back in the day when my skin was really bad and I had to go to the dermatologist in middle school and high school, he gave me like prescription Retin A, prescription different, and then I think like a prescription something else. And I'd like get into the office and he would just talk about his golf and smear this liquid nitrogen that was like smoking onto my face. Oh yeah, well I went out of the tea. I'll probably be leaving about 3 today. And anyway, yeah, just keep putting this on. You just be like slathering. I asked my mom if she remembers this. Just all I can picture is like him not even looking at me, just sort of talking at me and talking at my mom and just slathering this stuff on my face that was very cold. I feel like it was liquid nitrogen. Is that a thing? Whatever. And it would just feel really cold and I have no idea what it was doing. And then he would just write prescriptions for these things, which they all did help. So like he was right, but it was just, I just have that vivid memory. And seriously, like he had the best hours on the planet. He was in like 2 days a week and it would be packed with all these people there with bad skin. I mean, not only bad skin. Sorry, you don't only go to the dermatologist to be a bad skin. But it would just be packed with all these people. And he would just be like one patient in and out. And then he'd be like done for the week. Living the dream, then go play golf. But I guess you can do that after years in school. Also, yeah, speaking of doctor, I don't know if you guys heard about this. I'm hesitant to even like venture into this world because it's politics, but it's not even about the politics. It was just basically about, I'm sure you heard that this writer wrote an op-ed in Wall Street Journal, and he basically wrote an op-ed saying that Dr. Jill Biden, who is soon to be President Joe Biden's wife, so soon to be First Lady Jill Biden, that she should drop her doctor because basically a doctorate is not a real doctor, which that's, I feel like, an argument for a different forum than just writing this op-ed being like, I think one of the lines is like, hey, Dr. Jill, kiddo. A well-established person professionally, kiddo, drop the doctor. And it just was like, what? Why are you writing this? And yeah, definitely came off pretty not good, like a little bit sexist. And then also just was like kind of patting himself on the back like, oh, I was granted an honorary doctorate, but I didn't take it. But she didn't. Like, she studied and presented a thesis, which I thought was great, like on community education, community colleges and education. And anyway, and then like his point was that, oh no, this was just like a lighthearted piece. And I was like, you're really gonna throw your hat in the ring in this election with a lighthearted piece? You think that's gonna play? You were like, yeah, this will be taken as a lighthearted piece. Today, in 2020, with everything that 2020 has brought, yes, this piece right here, this will be lighthearted for sure. Everyone will have a good chuckle at this one. All of us together holding hands. A nice chuckle about why this educated, successful, professional woman should drop her doctor that she earned with her PhD. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, this guy. And then I did some more reading. He also, like, I think the quote that did it for me was that he hopes, because he had written some pieces about against homosexuality. Yeah, this guy's a gem, clearly. Against homosexuality, he has some quote that's like, I just hope that on my tombstone there's not a line that says, here lies the homophobe. Bro, if that's even in the running for your tombstone, I think you have a problem. I think. And the fact that you're even self-aware enough to recognize that there's an issue, buddy. Stop writing op-eds. Just stop. You're 83, ride off into the sunset. Take a step back from the op-eds. Crushing it. Oh, 2020. I also don't know. Oh, if any of you are watching, and I'm curious to know how it sounds, I think this whole time I've been using my podcast microphone wrong, because I think I've had it pointing the wrong way at me, and I only realized it because I got this new attachment that I added to the microphone that's supposed to help with sound quality and blocking, I don't know, excess noise, because you know how sometimes I get too loud? Who would have thought? So anyway, now I think I realized that I had it on the whole wrong way, so now I think I have it on the right way. Stay tuned. Fun stuff over here. Okay, next, I need to know who the people are that go to Christmas parties. And I get, okay, not parties. This year it'll be like, you know, dinners. Holiday. Anyhow, Hanukkah. Actually, the point stands for Thanksgiving too. I need to know who these people are who go to any sort of holiday dinner where there is going to be a lot of food, and they either A, wear a tight-fitting top or pants, or B, dare to show some skin. Because how? You're not eating enough if you can do that. Because I need like a whole new size of pants when I go to eat at a holiday dinner. And I do not make apologies for that. I am wearing elastic only, and I am wearing loose-fitting clothes, because it will get uncomfortable if I'm in anything that's remotely form-fitting. And I just want to know, if you're not one of those people, what are you eating, and how do you not get that bloated that you need a whole new size of clothing? And are you okay, and are you having enough fun? Or are you just not uncomfortable enough that you need to drink, you know? And at least put on some bloat that way. Join us. I just can't even imagine, jokes aside, like the pressure that you would have like on yourself to like have self-control at the holidays. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like, I am borderline ordering a maternity dress to wear so that it can, you know, handle my ballooning tummy. I'm not pregnant for the holidays, just my food baby, you know? And I feel like that's okay. That's what should be normal. When I see these like, oh, get your like holiday outfit inspiration and they're these like form-fitting clothes. Ma'am, who's wearing that? I'm not. And I would venture to guess that others aren't either. And then they're just like perpetuating this message that you need to wear form-fitting clothes for the holidays. And damn it, if there's a cause I can get behind, it's to not encourage such a thing. Let them eat pie. It's the holidays. We have nothing else good this year. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like anybody who would wear something form-fitting at a holiday dinner is probably just as bad as somebody who like when the party is clearly, because I know because we have a Zoom coming up this week that's like an ugly sweater party. You know those, like around the holidays, everybody now does like an ugly sweater party and it's like, you know, where you wear like a big goofy holiday sweater. Like when people come and they either just like don't do it, they just don't wear anything remotely close to the theme, and they like instead look like super cute, like just in their like really cute clothes. And I don't have like an ugly sweater. I just, you know, put on this cute little dress. That's so great for you. Leave and go to a different party. I don't want you here. Kidding. But you know, it's just like swallow whatever pride you have and just put on an ugly sweater like the rest of us and get down and dirty. I just like, who's gonna be there that's gonna like suddenly change their opinion about you if you're wearing an ugly sweater versus like a super cute outfit? It bothers me so much. If I see somebody dressed like that at a party, I just like don't talk to them because they're not fun. They're not somebody I want to talk to because they take themselves way too seriously. Way too seriously. It's a freaking party. And now it's a freaking Zoom party. No one can even see what you look like below your chest anyway. There's somebody I work with that I didn't even know was pregnant, and she's 8 months pregnant because I never saw above her boobs. Below her boobs. I never saw below her boobs. I just assumed she was regular. And then she like said something offhand like, oh yeah, at least the morning sickness is gone. And I was like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be out soon in 2 weeks. And I was like, you're having your baby soon? And she's like, yeah. I was like, wow, fooled me. All I see is your face. Had no idea she was pregnant. I am a terrible person. And I was like, wow, you look amazing. You can't see it in your face at all, which I couldn't. And then she stood up and she was in fact very pregnant. Like so pregnant. Crushing it, me. Okay. All right, let me do some gift recs. I have to be tighter on time because both my mother and my boyfriend whom I live with told me the episodes need to be shorter, so this goes out to you guys. Not to worry. Also, hot tip, guys, you can also listen to this at a faster speed. That's what my boyfriend does, and it'll make the episode go faster. Isn't that so sweet? Love you too. Okay, thought I'd give another gift rec since it's the month of December. If you live in New York City, there's this great place called Fish's Eddy that's around 14th Street. and like kind of Union Square area, a little north of Union Square. And they have super cute, both new and found or like recycled dishware items, if that makes sense. So they'll have, like, I got this really cute set of bar glasses that are new, and then they'll have like sort of themed ones, like vintage inspired, or nice sets and full sets too. It'll be like plates, serving dishes, bowls, cups, like the whole nine. And it'll be like sort of, they had like a 1950s one. They had like one that was sort of springtime. And then they'll also have sections of like found stuff that's been recycled, I guess. And like they have this section that's all old country club plates. Like, so remember back in the day, like country clubs used to have more of like, they would like, I get, maybe this was just like an 80s or 90s things. Cause I remember like even restaurants would have this too, where, you know, they would put the plate down and the plate was like thicker, and then it would have painted on like the restaurant name or the club name or whatever. So they just sort of have like random ones and in stacks. And so one of these days I definitely want to go and try to get like a set or get like a bunch, so that I just feel like it'd be so fun to serve dinner on those, just like a bygone era. But they have a bunch of stuff in there. So anyway, and of course they have the glove molds for like from the glove factories. So they have these just like hand molds that I really want to get. I think I might just go get myself one. Okay, anyway. If you do not live in New York City, a great site, or if you live in New York City, a great site to find gifts on, which has always worked well for me, is called uncommongoods.com. And they have just like a wide variety and selection of different gifts, and for any person, and then they'll like divide it up by, you know, like mom, dad, jewelry, you know, sister, I don't know, whatever. So, and it's just more original stuff. It's a combination of independent sellers, and I guess maybe they have factory. I have no idea. Anyway, check that out, uncommongoods.com. And if you live in New York City and want to go shop somewhere in person with a mask on, you can check out Vicious Eddie. Next, it is time for advice. Okay, first up, Anna J asks, what is a good housewarming gift? Not that it's a party season like usual, but I am staying at my partner's family's home for the holidays, so would love some suggestions. Thank you. Anna, I know it is quite sad right now that it's not really party season, but hopefully you can maybe, I don't know, see a pal at an outdoor drink or something, being safe. But for going to stay at a family or partner's family's home for the holidays, or going home to your family, want to bring something nice, here are some good ideas in my opinion. If they like to cook, finding a cookbook that is relevant, like something that they would like or that you really like, I think is always a really great choice. Some ideas would be to choose a cookbook by a chef that maybe you follow their recipes online, watch their videos, use the recipes from their blog, so that you could gift this to them and say, I really love this chef, this blogger, this restaurant, and because sometimes restaurants will have their own cookbook, and I think you would really love this too, so wanted to gift this to you. So that's a really good idea. Or a good idea is, and actually my boyfriend did this, was get a cookbook that's catered especially to the region that they live in. So, you know, my parents have not always lived in Florida. They've only lived down there for the past 4 years or so. So he got them a cookbook that's like specifically Florida or like South East United States like region cooking. So that was really cool. So it's a lot of fish and a lot of sort of Cajun inspired and like, you know, really like lighter recipes, because that's more what you want to eat down there. So those are two really good ideas, is to find something region specific or find something that you really like and want to share with them. So that's a good gift. Another good idea is, you know, if you live in a different place than they do, to maybe pick out something that's a favorite of that region, right? Like, so for this just popped into my head, but my boyfriend lives in Virginia, and then there are these like really yummy Virginia peanuts, you know, that you can only get there. And so like that's a really fun gift idea. So I think anytime that's something that's unique and has like a little bit special, will like remind them of you, I think is a really great gift idea. Of course, another great idea is to buy, always a hit is a really nice candle, a really beautiful candle. And a key tip is to buy the candle and also buy a nice set of matches to go with the candle. So I did this when I went down to Lon's family for Thanksgiving. We went to this really cute boutique that's like, you know, a few blocks away from where we live here in New York, picked out this really nice hand-poured candle and a, you know, beautiful match set to go with it. And then they can take that candle, put it anywhere, and they have matches to go with it. And it feels a little more special than, like, let's say ordering a candle off Amazon. You can, but try to like pick it up from somewhere near you, somewhere local. And then again, it gives you that personal thing of like, we really love this store near us. Here's the candle that is from there or something. So you can say that. And then always, I think what's key with bringing a housewarming gift is just make it look nice. Don't just show up and have it like, you know, just throw it on a table with no card, nothing. It doesn't have to be a big card, but just usually like a gift bag. They'll have like a card attached to it, or just buy some cute little cards to go with it. Ask the store you buy it from, right? Like, thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here, etc., and attach it on. So yeah, I think just showing that you put some thought in always makes a really big difference, and you do not have to spend a lot of money. I think really it's just the fact that you thought of it and you brought something, and then it means a little something to you and you hope it means something to them, goes a long way. Next, Vincent S. asks, what's an appropriate gift for a new relationship? That's a good question. So, depends on the person and depends how long you've been together. I do not believe in these hard rules on like, if you've been together for this long, then you gift this. I think you really just kind of have to go with your gut here. 'Cause you could be with somebody for a long time and you kind of like, it's not the same level of closeness as somebody that you've been with for a shorter time, or vice versa. I would say go with something that maybe you talked about, and I would go for a new relationship with something a little more cute and sentimental over big ticket item. That would be my opinion. It's going to be very nice in a new relationship. They even put thought into getting them a gift, and I would say don't worry about spending a ton. Pick out something that really plays to their interests, that they really like to do, or something that maybe they mentioned they need or something like that, and then just write a really sweet card. And I think that goes a bit farther, which none of this helps you with like a really specific idea, but I don't know, maybe look, a really nice idea actually is if you drink with them, maybe like a nice bottle of wine or a nice tequila, or like even a little kit, like so that you could say something like, you know, would love to make this together one night in, you know, drinks on me or something, and make it really cute and like a little drink kit. So you could just buy it yourself. You could buy like a nice tequila, you know, not like, you know, whatever tequila, just like a nice tequila, some, you know, nice lime juice and Cointreau, like you get a mini bottle of Cointreau, and make like a mini kit with some limes and salt, and put that in a little kit, and then you could make margaritas in together. Or you could pick out a book about, you know, maybe from something you guys talked about that you were both really interested in. So yeah, I hope some of those suggestions help. I'd say don't necessarily follow things like, oh, if you've been dating her or him for this many months or years, buy this. No, that doesn't work. And if you've been together longer, I think like buying something that you've definitely heard them talk about that they need, or something that you've noticed that they need. Maybe they, I don't know, every time it rains, they like don't have a raincoat, and they're like, or their raincoat is kind of old, like get them something where like, oh, now you know they'll be dry. Like, I don't know. You know know what I'm saying? Something that you think that they need or would really like. Or just like, a nice watch or jewelry also always goes well. And I also think a really nice book or a really nice coffee table book with of a destination that you guys have been to together or that you want to go to together. Aseline has really beautiful coffee table books with different destinations too and things like that. So that can always be a really cool gift to give somebody that's really special that you can read together. Anyway, I think that is my time. What a fabulous time we spent together. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. I'm so happy to share this time with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you don't mind writing a quick review, it would really mean a lot. Have a happy week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!